All I thought was, yeah, community has problems, someone else will fix them.
I just didn't realize how big homelessness was.
Well, before I didn't really think Corvallis had a lot of problems.
I know now that there are so many nonprofit organizations. I knew about a few of them, but I didn't know we had so many in our town, and that a lot of our town is run by nonprofits.
I learned that our community is really made up of nonprofits or nonprofit organizations and volunteers that really run the city.
I also didn't realize that our community was run by volunteers, and that was a really cool thing to hear.
I learned that one person can make so much of a difference.
Community 101 is a class that was born from an idea from Pacific Gas and Electric. And they decided that instead of giving money directly to nonprofit agencies, they would give money to various schools and give students the opportunity to find out about nonprofit organizations and make decisions regarding which organizations to fund. And they decided to focus on 3 areas: homelessness, substance abuse, and the developmentally disabled. So through that process, they have learned a lot of things. They've learned how government works, they've learned what government can do and what they can't do. They've learned how nonprofit agencies come to the aid of a community and support people who are in trouble and in need. One of the nonprofit organizations that Community 101 researched is community outreach. And community outreach is particularly interesting to the students of Community 101 because it's a program that provides a variety of different services. The next step that was important to the students of Community 101 was to communicate the learning that they've experienced through this process. The film documentary class and the Community 101 class worked closely together on this project. So after they planned where they were going to be doing the filming and who they wanted to film and what kind of questions they wanted to ask, we took both classes to community outreach where they were able to interview people that worked in the facility and as well as a client who has been a recipient of the services from community outreach.
Being a participant in both Community 101 and the documentary films class was really interesting. Not only did I get to go interview and talk one-on-one with the people from the community outreach and people that have been participants of it, but I also got to film that and put it all onto something that everyone can see and see how that these facilities really are being used and there are people out there that do need them. And this is one way to advertise that, hey, if you are in a situation where you can't feed yourself or you need a place to stay or some way to get back onto your feet, that there's a building or a place or a safe haven for you to go, that everyone is really respectful there and that their best intake on it is to help you get better and back on your feet.
Yeah, it's been a really meaningful experience for me. I thought it was pretty remarkable the things that community outreach does for people. you know, especially the woman who works with the children, you know. She has a very special individual relationship with each one of those children. I think that really helps them in the long run, you know, just to know that somebody cares.
Well, I thought it was cool to actually be behind the camera, you know, to go someplace and film people and see how it looks through a camera, how it sounds, how everything works and is set up. Instead of just like watching movies, you see it played out, but you don't see like behind the scenes and how they do it. I thought that was pretty cool to actually see what filmmakers do and what they go through.
Seeing the behind the scenes, working with the people, being able to actually make something was a lot of fun.
I thought it was really cool just learning how to film and learn all the things that go behind the camera, and I thought that was the funnest part.
I think I learned a lot. I really like when we went to the community outreach because I saw small things, and when I heard them, it's like they have bigger problems to worry about, not stupid little things that aren't really a problem.
Going to the community outreach center was a really powerful experience for me, being able to interview people who actually go through in and out of jail and have drug issues and all that kinds of stuff. It's like really powerful knowing that they actually want to change their life around after so many years of having substance abuse issues.
Here's to the Films Documentary class! Woo!